Hello, my fellow griefers and trolls. Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT here, or as I'm known on Twitch, Plague Doctor 98TTV. And beekos. Welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. My favorite multiplayer game of all time. So, in the last one, beekos, we completed the main story for part 1 of Season of the Worm, which, as you can see, 5 out of 5. I don't know why I keep thinking there's 7. I keep thinking the way shrines. But, yeah, so we are going to continue powering through the zone guide here to complete part 1 of Season of the Worm. Starting with the Delves, I'm going to show you where to get the Sky Shards, where to find the bosses, and, you know, we're going to do the quests and what have you. So that's the plan. Now, I have also gotten a new build. I have multi-classed. So, yeah, I'm using a new build. We got Ardent Flame. We're only using one skill from it. It's going to be Fiery Breath. That is the skill, so... Level 20. Holy shit. Yeah, I didn't realize. Level 20. But yeah, yeah, so that's, what we got going on. Without further ado, let's talk to this priest here, and yeah. So what I'm doing before I forget is they've added this new CP thing, which basically help you level up stuff faster. As you can see there, you can read what it does. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be leveling up the Ardent Flames skill line with that and a scroll. So, yeah. Let's talk to her.
Not going to wait in line? I assumed someone so stunning would seek wanton merriment instead of beauty. Hold on. There's strength in your stance. Are you a warrior? I need someone who can hold firm in the face of temptation.
Why do you need a warrior?
That line leads to the Vale of Revelry, a raucous affair put on by the revelers of the Rose to honor Sanguine. What the Daedric Prince of Perversity has to offer, I do not know, but my acolytes sought to spread Debella's light. They haven't returned.
You're worried because your acolytes haven't left a party?
Revelers drown in wine, dance to exhaustion, or eat until their bellies burst at these festivities. My acolytes believed their devotion to Debella would protect them, but the goddess of beauty has no power in the Vale. Please, I can pay you.
Alright, I'll get your missing acolytes to leave the Vale of Revelry.
Enter that tent, but be wary. Sanguine revelers are as likely to turn their weapons on you as they are to offer you wine. Convince my acolytes to leave the party and exit that tent. I'll wait for you here.
Can you tell me more about the acolytes I'm looking for?
Rakaman, Heraewyn, and Mornabeth. Rakaman's heart yearns to love all he sees. He needs guidance, unlike Heraewyn. Her stubborn nature appeals to many, and she never wants for admirers. I pray for Mornabeth. She only recently joined the Blushing Brush.
Alright, what's the Blushing Brush?
The sect of Debella followers we belong to. We're artists, you see. We look for beauty in all things and share that splendor through our art. One priest brought a warlord to tears with a painting of blades of grass. We all aspire to emulate him.
I'd like to know more about Debella. Why do her priests care so much about a Sanguine party?
You want to know about Debella? If my acolytes weren't in danger, the things I could tell you, the wonders I could show you, but no, we have no time. She's the Lady of Love and the Goddess of Beauty. Sanguine perverts everything she holds dear.
Yeah, it's interesting how often those two go hand in hand. How does he do that?
Beauty and love are about appreciating the individuals involved, be they flowers or persons. Sanguine doesn't know how to sip a glass of wine or gently hold a hand. He chugs and squeezes. He deals in excess. That's not love, that's greed. Many of Dibella's devotees come from sanguine cults. These parties seem to offer everything you need when you're seeking companionship, joy, and beauty. But they leave you colder and lonelier than before. Love fills the chasms that excess can't.
What can you tell me about the Revelros of the Rose and their parties?
The Revelers of the Rose are the largest sanguine cult on the island. They host several feasts, festivals, and functions, but this particular party is bigger than expected.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. I've seen so many revelers enter the tent, but no one's exited in a long time. I haven't even seen the signs move. And do you hear music or raucous chatter? It's almost as if the party wasn't in the tent, but somewhere else.
Wait, you think there's an actual veil inside the tent?
I don't know what to think. The revelers say the veil of revelry is inside that tent. Perhaps a portal or some other Daedric magic. Be prepared for anything once you enter. Whatever you encounter, I doubt it will be what you expect.
All right. Entering the veil. So the tents are portals to stuff. To Sanguine's realm, I'd imagine. Alright, it's telling me there's something this way. The Truth of Sanguine's Parties lore book is around here somewhere. I'm assuming it's a lore book. I don't know what the hell else it would be. Open zone guy. Are you gonna do it? Okay, it's looking like it's in the middle of the road. Oh well. The Sky Shard and the boss is what we came in here for anyway. So we have to go up and go around. Holy shit, that leveled up quick. Ardent Flame increased to 7. This is ridiculously quicker than I was expecting. me.
You're going to regret this.
Okay, one of the first people we have to look for is here.
All love, all beauty is a gift from Debella. Adore her and be adored.
One more word about Debella and I'll chew my own ears off.
Agreed.
Oh, hello. Are you interested in hearing about the glories of Debella? I won't take up much of your time, but knowing about her love would be useful in this place.
You must be one of the High Priest Cariel's acolytes. She sent me to get you out of this party.
She sent you? Is she worried? Oh no, she probably thought I fell back into old habits.
What?
Cararel didn't tell you? I was a reveler before she found me. I rotted away at these affairs, looking for love and joy. Oh, I was lost for so long. Now that I have found myself again, Cararel knows my fears.
If you're so worried, why would you enter the party?
I worry for the people like me. The ones trying to fill an emptiness with wine and frivolity. People who long to get lost in the moment but don't know how to find their way back. No one here wants... I'll make my way out. Let me just gather my things.
Tidal! Her voice nearly soured my drink.
This wine tastes of warm days. Ugh, this one's wine goblet is empty. Where are the servants? An empty goblet is an unfulfilled goblet. It needs more wine.
Are you one of High Priest Coriel's acolytes? She's worried about you.
Cararil? Oh, bright moons, no. Rakaman stayed too long. He only indulged to see how ugly drunkenness can be. But drunkenness shines and swirls. He can see the Lady of Love in the rippling stars. Cararil must know of this. This one will go now.
Okay, so here is the boss. Oh, the boss is a Khajiit.
You will ruin our party! Don't drink my wine! You thought you were just fighting. You ruined it! You will ruin our party!
Oh, I didn't. Okay. Okay, so it looks like to get to the Sky Shard we have to go up here. Alright, now there's just one more person we have to find in the quest.
Did you hear something?
Ha! Watch me dance. This is much better than sensually waving your arms like a beautiful flower or painting scenes of love. I'll kick my feet and scatter gravel to my heart's content. Are you here to dance as well?
High Priest Coriel sent me. She wants you to leave the party.
Herewil ruins everything. She preaches love and beauty, but only worships the things she thinks are pretty. Her definition of beautiful isn't the only one. I want to revel in anything that makes me feel incredible, like this glorious kicking dance. The blushing brush promised a life filled with people who are as pretty as I am. But Kerril's rules dull my appearance. My beauty fades under Debella.
If your beauty isn't with Debella, where is it then?
Here, with the revelers and sanguine worshippers. Here, you don't have to worry about appearances or being graceful at every moment. There's just feeling and glorious music. I'll leave this party, but only to tell Kerril to stop controlling me. I'll be out once I cool my anger. No need for Kerril to ruin everyone's fun.
Get yourself a drink. And one for me.
Okay, I know where this achievement is that's in here now. I believe it's this tent right here. Maybe? Or is it this tent? It said it told me that it was in a tent. Bottle in the tent, slightly north of the boss in Vale of Revelry Delve. That's all it says.
Who's next? Over so soon. You want to die? Fine. That will teach them not to cross us. Take it off! Nothing hurts me.
Who's better than us? Nobody.
Alright, well, I give up. Let's just leave the fucking delve. Actually, there's a tent right... Wait, no, we've checked this tent.
Find a new dance partner.
Never a dull moment.
Sanguine protects me.
Let's hit them.
What do you two have to say for yourselves? You stink of wine and overindulgence.
And you stink of arrogance. I learned more about joy in that party than I ever did with you.
Please argue quieter. This one begs.
Alright, let's talk to her.
Apologies for the unkind words you heard. I hope Heraewyn's actions did not lower your opinion of our sect. Not after you went to all that trouble of rescuing my acolytes.
Will they be
I
alright?
don't know what they saw in there, what they experienced, but they will live, thanks to you. You braved the temptations of Sanguine and returned. I hope this covers the cost.
I spit on Debella and your brushes. I will dance at that party until I'm ready to leave.
This one does not feel well.
There's beauty in all things, especially the sight of a foul person retreating.
Debella's teachings are varied and plentiful.
Alright, where are we headed now? All the way over there.
If only someone would stay a moment.
An
and listen.
Argonian! Yes.
You do not fear me. Do you know me? No, impossible. So much time has passed. If only I had my memories. At least it would bring my spirit some sense of peace.
Okay. You don't remember anything?
Nothing. Not even my name. I only remember awakening to a wrenching pain. And it grows stronger near a specific corpse in that tainted Leal village out in the water. It must hold some clue to my past. But I cannot stand the pain, or avoid the others.
Okay, what others?
An undead tribe of Argonians roams the islet. Tainted, controlled by a lich who seeks to claim my spirit. The corpse must hold the answers. Would you help me investigate and recover my memories? Any valuables we find along the way are yours.
Alright, I'll help you recover your memories.
I will meet you in the Tainted Leal village. I would like to spend a little more time with the tides before I return to the pain. The boat nearby will take you to the islet. Its angler never returned after he saw me, screamed in fear and fled.
Can you tell me more about the lich you mentioned?
I have only seen glimpses of it while fleeing to evade its grasp. For as long as I can remember, it has been seeking to claim me.
Why do you think it's after you?
Another mystery that haunts me. I think it deliberately orders the undead to keep me from the village, and I am certain it revels in my pain. Could it know something about my lost memories?
I suppose that's possible.
It feels good to have someone to talk to. Someone not afraid. The tides can only bring so much comfort. Even if we end up learning nothing, I will cherish the help you provided, friend.
What's the first thing you remember?
I remember waking up in fear and pain. Then I noticed I was a spirit, dead, and I had no memories of anything that came before. I have been trying to remember something, anything, ever since.
You woke up in the village?
Just outside the entrance, but I was instantly drawn toward the village. And then I saw what was inside. I ran, but this is as far as I can go before I am pulled back to that accursed place.
So you mentioned a specific corpse.
Yes. It draws me toward it. But the closer I get, the more pain I feel. A piercing anguish that burns my soul. Something in that village must hold the key to my captivity and all I have forgotten. Whatever the truth, I must know what happened to me.
Anything I should know about the tainted people?
My experiences with the village are limited. Most of what I know comes from whispers spoken by the occasional passerby, until they notice me and run in fear. They say a colony of shell-tied Argonians resided on the islet, apart from Solstice.
Do you know why they chose to live separately?
One scholar I listened to said they dabbled in necromancy. That an accident turned them all undead. Perhaps that is true, but I feel there is more to it than that. But not even the tides hold any answers for me, no matter how long I stare at them.
So you were a member of this colony?
Yes, maybe. I feel a connection to the place, no matter how it pains me. And if the tides will not reveal reflections of my past life, then we must go to the source, With your assistance, I will endure the suffering and learn what I can.
Alright. Interesting. Let's head over there.
Pain. I feel it again as I... That dagger in its chest. Pull it out. That dagger belongs to me. I remember. I am Aketchun. I remember now. I cast a ward upon that dagger to protect my body from this undead curse. I am unsure as to why it also fractured my memory, but at least now I remember who I am.
And who are you exactly?
I was the village Niswo, a priest of Sithis, the embodiment of chaos and change. That is all I can recall for...
Okay, what's wrong now?
I feel it again. The same force that drew me to my corpse. It must be parts of my memory, scattered by the spell. No wonder I was always drawn back to this location. One lies nearby. Another two are in the village. We must find them.
You think pieces of your memory were scattered by the spell?
The spell was a ward. It was not meant to behave this way. Something must have interfered with it and fractured my memory. My missing memories might hold the answer. Let us speak again once we find them.
Alright, so the boss is right here, roughly, and then we have to go there to get to the Sky Shard, judging by the map. Yeah. All right, let's head to the left first.
The bowl
You wanna
on that
die?
shrine.
Fine.
I recognize it. I recall a mistake I made. It destroyed my tribe, the Zaman Talal. My spirit still feels drawn to other parts of the village. We need to keep looking.
This is cool, though. I love that the Argonians are getting a bit more love.
Get him.
Those chimes once soothed my entire tribe. Examine them, please. I brought a high elf mage here to save our village from some danger. This is painful, but I am finally beginning to understand. We are close.
Right, now it looks like, according to this map, that we
Unpleasant
are...
haunts these halls.
The quest
Carefully.
is going to be right next to
I
the
sense a
boss,
sinister
from
force lurking
judging by the
deeper
map.
inside. The Temple of Sithis. Defiled. That headdress. Examine it, please. I was wearing that right before I cast my ward when I killed someone. That is it.
There's the Lich.
I remember. No.
My undead. Your soul will be mine. You will never leave this place. I am eternal. Forever.
And then there's the Sky Shard.
I remember everything. My life here, what happened to me, to the tribe. Let me explain. It feels like pieces of my memory are stitching back together. So many emotions and memories. The Corellanians are responsible for what happened here. The Corellanians and me.
Tell me what happened, Akechun. What do you remember? Oh my god, it sounds like an anime
A
name.
storm was bearing down on our islet. A deadly storm. I sought the aid of powerful mages, high elves from the Corellanian clan on Solstice. They were more well-versed in the arcane arts than we were, more capable of casting the protection we needed.
And then...
I was foolish to think the passage of tides had changed them. They were still the necromancers of old. The necromancers who took much of our land as their own. They demanded my soul in exchange for their help. I agreed, but then fear overtook me.
What did you do?
I killed a Corellania mage and fled. My ward was supposed to protect my body, keep it from rising in undeath. But it reacted to their spell and tied my spirit to this islet. My people, they succumbed and now serve the Lich. I need your help.
What are you asking me?
I invited the Corellanians here because I feared the storm more than them. It is my fault that my people died and now serve the Lich. I need you to tell me what to do. Remain bound here to help my people, or move on to the Void to face my punishment.
You want me to make this decision for you?
My past decisions caused this. I no longer trust my instincts, so I ask you to choose for me. Should I remain a lingering spirit to try to free my village from this curse? Or will you burn my corpse and release me to the Void to face Sithis' wrath?
Huh. What would Ogel Greel do in this situation? 'Cause I can see him doing either of these. But, like, he wants to make things right, so... Not sure. Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin. Do I have a coin to flip? Yes, I do. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so... let's say heads I heal. I do the healing option. Heads I heal. Tails I let him face Sithis' judgment. Alright, let's flip. Alright, I'm not looking at it. And... heads. Okay, he heals.
Yes. I must remain. To find a way to lift this curse. It is my duty as my people's Niswo. I will gladly spend an eternity here, if I can save my village. We can use the items we found to bind my spirit and anchor it here.
Alright.
Place
That is
the
that.
items by my corpse, and I will bind my spirit to them. And with that, my spirit is forever bound to this place. Let us speak one final time, friend.
Right?
And so, I am bound here. But now, with my memories intact. I will not waste this chance. Fear no longer has a hold on me. I will find a way to free my people and lift this tainted curse. Thank you for showing me this path, friend.
Well, let's go free your people.
No, my friend. That task is mine, and mine alone. And it will take much time. Necromantic curses are complicated spells, not easily thwarted. But I could not have reached this point without you. And one day, my village will be free. Thanks to you. How strange. To finally have my memories restored, and my purpose renewed. Now the true work of saving my people begins. And I will not fail them again. This, I swear.
Alright. Do you have any idea on how to remove the curse?
Not yet. I must learn more about what is happening here. Whether this curse was the necromancer's original plan, or the result of my actions when I killed one of them and set my ward. This may be the work of decades, centuries, but I have time.
Do you know anything about the lich that haunts the islet?
Now that my memories are restored, I recognize the Lich as the Corellanian mage I killed right before the storm struck. I was a fool to abandon my faith and turn to those villains. I suppose death is not an obstacle to those who practice necromancy.
Alright, what was the village like before it became Tainted Leal?
It was beautiful, Zaman Tala. Simple. Peaceful. I was their priest, and the people were happy. That is why I tried so hard to save them from that storm. If only I had trusted my faith and not turned to those necromancers.
Alright. So that is that. 2 of 3 delves done. Carapace Cavern. Let's see.
At last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request assistance.
Ride.
At last, someone arrives. On behalf of the Nord Cultural Exchange, I request...
Please take me. Why did he have to choose such a desolate place?
Is this a sea elf?
Stranger, can
Oh
you
my god,
assist
it's a
me?
sea elf.
This cavern contains the skull of one of my ancestors, which serves as a focus for a powerful necrotic spell. With the worm cult nearby, I can't leave the skull here, but I can't simply remove it either.
Okay, why can't you just take the skull?
My ancestor Gandalek performed a ritual ages ago that bound spirits to Carapace Cavern. His skull is the focus. If I merely remove it, the spirits will be freed to wreak havoc across the island. I must make this right, but I can't do it alone.
What do you propose?
I hire you to take this orb to altars inside the cavern. I'll perform a ritual from here to attune it to the area's necrotic energy. Then, you exchange the orb for my ancestor's skull. Let's get started, before the worm cult realizes what's in here.
Okay. Alright, I'll take the orb to the altars inside, then swap it for the skull.
Take the orb into the cavern, visit each altar, and hold out the orb. Then I can attune the altar's concentrated necrotic energy into it. I'll meet you at each altar in astral form and perform the attunement rite.
Alright, you aren't coming inside with me?
No, I need to stay here and focus on the ritual. All those spirits and hadalids make for a distracting environment. I'm sure you can handle them without my help, though. Oh, yes. Plenty of hadalids. So many hadalids. Intelligent shell folk who defend their nests to the death. Between them and the spirits Gandalek bound to the cavern, I couldn't perform the ritual and retrieve his skull. Too many interruptions.
Alright,
I'm not sure he bound them on purpose, but yes, he was a necromancer, much to my clan's chagrin. Yet some cheered him on, since power is power, no matter the source. Others found his magic gruesome and distasteful, like me.
so what's the deal with the skull?
Gandalek used his own body as the focus of a necromantic ritual that went awry. Even though it killed him, the ritual was never completed. It continues to collect necrotic energy and binds the spirits of his old crew. His skull remains as the focus.
Alright, and you want me to replace the skull with the orb you
Exactly.
gave me.
With your help, I'll finish the ritual and use the orb to absorb and dissipate the collected necrotic energy. Eventually, the bound spirits will be freed, provided the dampening orb works as I intend it to.
Okay, can you tell me about the worm cult you mentioned?
Them. They're Tamrielic necromancers who arrived on the island recently. Solstice does have a certain reputation. Cursed, haunted, the Forgotten Land. If the skull contains as much power as I suspect, I'd rather keep it away from the worms.
Alright. Is that why they're here? Are they after the skull?
Specifically, I don't think so. But this island has a connection to Molag Bal and the undead. Even the High Elves who settled here were once into all kinds of necromantic nonsense. So, rumors of cursed relics of untold power abound.
Okay.
Oh, that's a tale. The short version is my clan has always tried to forget Gandalek. Ignore the dishonor and infamy that stained my family. Finally, one of our elders put her foot down and told me to find the skull and put it to rest. So here I am.
Headcracker is straight ahead? Okay, there's like stairs. We have to go all the way around. Then where's the sky shard at? Near the bottom. Of course it is.
That's it? Watch it. Got to be better than that to stop us.
Here's the first altar. Present the orb while I perform my ritual.
Move it!
You shall not escape our eternal wrath!
Mother of Seas, that took more out of me than I expected. But we're done with this one.
Alright, this way, I guess?
Let's make this quick.
One more level and I'll get the skill! This is what we want right here.
Someone must pay for that.
Let's go.
Another altar. With your help, I have more time to examine it since I'm not fighting off spirits or Hadalids.
None can evade our undying vengeance.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
Oh, Storm's fury, that hurt! Something in these altars resonates through the arcane matrix when I attune the orb.
Alright, heading down. Don't bring me down.
Get him.
The orb is fully attuned. Now head to the main chamber near the entrance to retrieve my ancestor's skull. Finish this.
I'm with you.
Oh, I think I see the way. You're fucking God! How many hoops do you have to jump through to get to one sky shard? Good lord! And I'm stuck. That's nice.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
And there we go.
Let's cleanse the altars with the blood of my enemies.
Now we just gotta go and fight the boss. And then we can turn our quest and we'll be done with Delves.
You asked for it. Move on already.
Okay, Ardent Flame increased to 20.
Skill issue.
Alright, so the morph to this is gonna be Engulfing Flame, I believe.
This one's mine.
And there's the boss.
Fits my better nature.
And we got a lead. Alright, so it looks like we will be dealing with, what was the Nord's name? Forgot his name. But the Nord's name in that area that it wants us to go to. place.
Gandalec's ritual has finally been completed, and the flow of necrotic energy has changed. Well done. I'll add some final adjustments to the orb while you make your way outside. Excellent. The attuned dampening orb works perfectly, and I set up the siphoning process. Over time, the necrotic energy in the cavern should wane. Then the spirits here will eventually move on to their final rest. Now, the skull, if you please.
Here you go.
Oh, at last. My ancestor, Sea Lord Gandalek, has been a dark stain on my clan's reputation for long enough. Now, after all these years, his ritual has been finished, and soon his crew will know rest. Here, take this. And thanks again for assisting me. I hear an alliance to combat the worm cult is forming in Sunport. After I take Sea Lord Gandalek's skull to my arm.
Alright, beekos. This is where we are ending things.
Let's get out there.
So, yeah, we got all that done. In the next one, probably tomorrow, we'll be doing Shore's Stand, since that's right here. We'll be getting all these quests done, so we're likely going to be doing all of these bits and bobs, since there's 7 of them. And I'll also be getting the last scenic locale, wherever the fuck that is. So that will be tomorrow's video, possibly. So until the next one, this has been Eric the Plague Doctor 981YT, or as I'm known on Twitch, Plague Doctor 98TTV. And I will see all of you guys in the next one, possibly later in Deceit 2 with Michael, or in tomorrow's ESO video. I don't know. But until the next one, bye!